This is my reaction to Alip Ba Ta performing Wonderful Tonight, originally by Eric Clapton. Let's commence. Ladies and gentlemen, Alif giving us Wonderful Tonight vibes. And I know this is going to be wonderful because this fingerstyle acoustic guitar player is just utterly amazing, is what I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, I know this song. I reacted to Eric Clapton performing Wonderful Tonight live on my channel, ladies and gentlemen. But Alip Ba Ta is going to give us that fingerstyle version, that rendition that he loves to do, sitting there with his guitar, ladies and gentlemen, and absolutely creating beautiful, wonderful, memorable music. The young man just absolutely knows exactly how to access, that enjoyment center within the people listening to his music. You can't help yourself. All you can do is sit there and enjoy the wonderful brilliance of Alip Ba Ta. And instantaneously, this song, so recognizable, that riff, that vibe, that sound coming through instantaneously. Let's go. This is going to sound wonderful. I know it for a fact. Let's roll. What did I tell you, ladies and gentlemen? Alip Ba Ta just taking us back to the 70s with this one. The music is doing the talking. The music is absolutely smoothly and wonderfully flowing forth from that guitar, ladies and gentlemen. It's always so utterly brilliant. And he's getting the job done here. You know what I mean? Moving from chord to chord, absolutely just making that music sound so excellent. That's what it's about, ladies and gentlemen. It's about acoustic excellence for this young man. And that's the default setting for this young man. He's going to give you that acoustic excellence every single time he strums on that acoustic guitar, every single time he performs. It's just going to be a wonderful performance, whether it's tonight, tomorrow, today, yesterday, next week, next month, next year. You know the vibe. Alip Ba Ta, he's absolutely going to just showcase his brilliance for you on that guitar every single time. And for me, ladies and gentlemen, I enjoy his performances so much. It's just, it's just reliable awesomeness. You're going to sit, you're going to chill. Well, I don't just always sit and chill. I move because the music makes me move, ladies and gentlemen. But it's always going to be a wonderfully enjoyable performance. And this is another one already. It's just, ladies and gentlemen, the vibe, it's just something else. The Waylon perspective enjoys this Alip Ba Ta vibe. It's just wonderful. ladies and gentlemen, it is effortless stuff. The ease with which this young man just absolutely creates this wonderful music. Ladies and gentlemen, it will never cease to amaze. So wonderful. I mean, I don't know. I thought I heard some sounds there in the background. It almost sounded like they were, I heard some voices. He had to deal with that as well when he recorded this. I have to deal with these noises in the background, real life happening as well, ladies and gentlemen. So I can absolutely understand when one is trying to, create the stuff that, the real world interferes. But there's nothing that can interfere with the brilliance of Alip Ba Ta. The young man is so talented, so skillful, so amazing. And of course, this performance was going to rock. That twanginess of that guitar vibe sounding so wonderful, ladies and gentlemen, with this performance. The brilliance, simply undeniable. And this was another one, just sounding epic. And now he's just going to take us to the end here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. I mean, there's still about a minute to go on the song. Let's see how the young man rocks this track to its conclusion. So much skill on display by the one and only Alip Ba Ta, ladies and gentlemen. A classic old school song, getting that Alip Ba Ta treatment wonderfully, ladies and gentlemen. So utterly brilliant. The young man has this way of just, seeming so utterly relaxed in all his performances. I mean, that, certainty, that knowledge that what you're creating is just absolutely wonderfully beautiful music. I guess it just allows you to be calm, chill, and relaxed. So, creating such brilliant music comes so automatically to him that it's not something that he gives a second thought. He just lets the music do what it needs to do. He just creates that music so epically, ladies and gentlemen. And every single performance that he gives us, just for me, creates just a magic tapestry of wonderful acoustic music. Every single performance, ladies and gentlemen. And that was yet another one. Alip Ba Ta. He sounds so epic every time he performs on his guitar, ladies and gentlemen. Alip and that guitar, many kilometers they have traveled together, and they will continue to travel together in terms of the music. And by kilometers, I mean, all the songs they've performed. I was trying to use, distance to refer to, all of the various pieces of wonderful music that he's performed. That's what I meant. You know what I mean? But, with his guitar, he's always going to give us these magnificent performances. There will never be any doubt. It will always be excellent. And that was definitely no different, ladies and gentlemen. What a superbly stunning performance.